Care and maintenance of a computer. So here we can see the maintenance can be done with a computer, a hardware, and cleaning of hardware components as well as software components will come with later. Okay, now see, computer plays an important role in our lives. We use computers for shopping, paying bills, surfing the internet, doing calculations, solving programming problems, book our tickets online, everything. It is important to take care of our computers by keeping them in good condition always. For a better life of a computer, it is essential to maintain our computer, okay, on a regular basis. Fine. Computer maintenance refers to the practice of keeping computers in good condition so they can work efficiently. The maintenance of computers can be classified into two categories. One is called hardware maintenance and another is called software maintenance. Okay. So first of all, let us see what is hardware maintenance. It refers to the maintenance of the hardware components of the computer, that is monitor, keyboard, CPU, cabinet, mouse, and any other peripheral device used with the computer. We can ensure the proper working of the hardware components by physically cleaning them, keeping them in a proper manner, and by repairing them whenever required. Proper cleaning and maintenance of a computer ensure its smooth functioning. An unattended computer can accumulate dust and may result in its poor performance. I can suggest you certain the practices to clean the various parts of the computer. Okay, let us see. So we need to clean what? We need to clean monitor, we need to clean keyboard, we need to clean mouse, we need to clean CDs and DVDs, CPU cabinet, digital camera, etc. All right. So for monitor, use always a soft cotton cloth to clean the computer monitor with a mild liquid or plain water. Don't spray anything on the monitor because it can develop there a permanent spot. Do not spray the liquid directly on the computer screen. Again, I am saying you because of that only. All right. Make sure not to touch the computer screen with your hands or fingers. Use a pointer or a stylus instead. Okay. You can use the digital pen also. That is actually the developed version of the stylus. You can say. All right. Now, most of the mobile phones you will see stylus are available. Okay, otherwise some pens are available also with a tip which can access the touch screen of your computer monitor. If your computer monitor is having the touch screen facility, it can. All right. Okay, next is coming keyboard. We can use a blower, a soft brush or an anti-static vacuum cleaner to blow out from the dust from the keyboard. Avoid eating while working on the computer because as the tidbits of food may enter into the keyboard, okay, into the keyboard, how there the gaps are there in the keys, okay, between the keys, okay, through that, okay, and the keyboard can be damaged. And in case of laptops and all, it is completely burned because the laptop keyboards are quite costly rather than the desktop one. All right, we may need to physically remove the keys of a several dirty keyboard to clean it. All right, use a soft damp cloth to clean the oil and dirt from the top surface of the keys. All right, next is mouse. If we are using a mechanical mouse having a ball under its body, then the chances of accumulating dust on it are higher. So in that case, what is happening? So, but nowadays, what is happening? We are using mostly the optical mouse. All right. So we no need to bother about it. But if someone is using that one instead, in that case, use a mouse pad and work on it. Okay. Time to time, clean the balls on the surface by using some spirit or some cleaning liquid or cleaning fluid. Fine. We may need to open the cover of the mouse and remove the ball and dip the ball in spirit to remove dust, oil or grease from it. All right. Otherwise, if the smooth movement of the ball does not occur in that case, it will be a problem. Okay. And if you are having an optical mouse, then simply wipe the mouse from the above and below with a clean cotton cloth. Don't try to open it. Okay. Next is coming CDs and DVDs. Always keep the CDs and DVDs in their proper cases to protect them from scratches. Avoid touching the surface of the CDs and DVDs with hands. For cleaning the surface of the CDs, we can use a special cleaning liquid. Use a few drops of the liquid on the cotton cloth and gently wipe the CD. Don't spray anything on the CD or DVD surface. Now the cabinet or the CPU cabinet means where the CPU actually stays. Always clean the CPU cabinets from the outside as well as inside. Wipe the outer surface of the CPU cabinet with a soft cotton cloth. Clean the backside of the cabinet as well, where there is a exhaust fan is there. Okay, in the power unit of the CPU cabinet. It is important to clean the CPU cabinet from inside also. Always use a blower to remove the dust. Do not touch the tiny parts installed on the system board or in motherboard. If your computer is equipped with a camera or a digital camera rather, okay, in that case, what could you do? Avoid touching the lens of the camera. Use a soft brush or dry cotton cloth to remove the dust from it. We can also use a special cleaning fluid to clean the lens. Do not put the cleaning fluid directly on the lens. That is again and again, not to spray anything on the lens or on the screen. Okay, otherwise permanent spot may grow over there and that will cause a problem while viewing. All right, fine. So now let us see some precautions which should be taken to protect the computer system are as follows like this. Keep the computer system and its peripherals away from the dust and moisture. Replace the malfunction part immediately, means the part that is not functioning. Always keep the updated software. Okay, so if it is an antivirus and all, you must update it. Okay, also upgrade the hardware equipment with the latest technology. Okay, especially your monitor, RAM and other processors and all. If there is change is required, in that case you can do it. Do not overcharge the batteries of the UPS or laptops. Means like long time, don't connect your laptop directly into the current. When it is showing indication that the not required, it is enough charged enough, sufficiently charged. So in that case, remove the power outlet and work on it. Clear? Avoid blocking the exhaust vents. Vents means through which the hot air comes out, okay, of the system, because in system also equipped with some exhaust fans and they're actually blowing out the heat generated into the circuit. So those vents to be remain open always, and always shut down the computer properly. Do not switch it off directly. This is the most important for you because sometimes you do it unknowingly. So and you are actually causing harm to your computer system. So these are the ways actually these things actually you have to follow whenever you need to save your machine or you want to work with your machines properly. Otherwise, it may cause harm to your system and the smooth functioning of your computer system will be debarred. Okay, so that is why you need to have some precautions, and these are the most important precautions that I have told you, and I have explained it out here. Okay, so care and maintenance of the computer system is very important. Okay, otherwise whenever you are going to the lab, okay, then also you can do the maintenance by using these techniques. Okay, don't hit the computer keyboard rapidly, all right, or with very hard hand. Okay, not to do that. Don't try to dismantle any key from the keyboard. If any problem occurs, call the concerned faculty or who is going with your class, with your practical class. Okay, that is the thing. So these are the things that you have to follow. Okay, and don't try to change the unnecessary desktops and all unnecessary software. If the net is on, don't try to install anything while downloading from internet. Okay, so no need to do that. Clear? Don't put the account passwords and all. Okay, these are the things that you have to follow in your system also. When you are working in your system, this you have to follow, because sometimes often you forget the password. Okay, so when you are working in your system alone, no need to give any password. Okay, that is the thing. So these are the precautions that you need to follow whenever you are working with the system, and I have given out here how you can maintenance your computer system at home also. All right, so next let us come to the software cleaning. Okay, software maintenance, you can say. It refers to the cleaning of the software installed on the computer. Okay, because whenever you are working, lot of junk files and temp files and cookies means the information, these are simple text files, but the informations are being stored and sent to the website server. Okay, clear? So it is for the good only, but sometimes some for causing harm also, these cookies may be collected. We never know. Okay, so it involves the scheduled disk cleanups, tasks, protection against virus, okay, viruses, okay, deleting the temporary and unwanted files, etc. Taking regular backup, updating the software, and checking for any security risk are also a part of software maintenance. So these things you must do it, okay, otherwise, okay, your software may malfunction. Okay, so that is very much required nowadays. All right. So the software maintenance is one of the important aspect of your system. Okay, to maintain your system rather. Okay, clear. Next is coming virus. This viruses nowadays are very dangerous. It actually not only causes harms, it actually crashes our system. Computers and data have become the lifeline of any organization nowadays, whether you talk about your school, any government organization, or any scientific institution, science institutions, engineering colleges, everywhere. Okay, this computer is the lifeline. Without this lifeline, we cannot survive nowadays. If something goes wrong with these computers or the data, okay, so the business, whatever it may be, whatever what concern it may be, okay, business almost comes to a standstill. Whatever the things, whether it is a study business, because see, in your school, teachers are in your school or colleges, universities, teachers are teaching with the ready-made equipment, ready-made text contents which they have already uploaded in the server. So by chance if the server fails, in that case it will be very difficult to provide teaching. Okay, because nowadays we are normally based on e-learning. Okay, that is the thing. So virus infects or destroys the data. It enters the computer without the permission of the users. Okay, or the knowledge of the user. In some cases, in most of the cases, user have no perception that the virus has been entered into the system. Okay, normally it enters through infected storage devices like pen drives. So whenever you are using pen drives from outside, you must scan it. Or if you have used your pen drive outside, you must scan before use it. Okay. So the thing is that CD is also the same thing. Do not download anything from the internet which is very attractive and from an unauthenticated site. Okay, virus can also enter into a computer while surfing the internet. To avoid detection, they are secretly hidden. Okay, secretly hidden in the sense which no one can understand. Actually, some virus programs are nowadays coming in the form of worm. Worm means write once, read many. All right. Then what happens when it enters into a system? It does not cause much harm. Okay, but it will not let you work also. Okay, it will not crash the system. That is the property of a worm. Okay, so when it enters into the system, it just spread out in different corner of your machine in your storage areas. Okay, and from there, suppose you are killing from one area, in another area it will be generating. So these are the nature of the worms nowadays. Okay, virus programs can remain undetected and inactive for a long period of time, waiting for a particular signal or an event to trigger them. Okay, something to happen in that case, so the virus will be triggered. Okay, means it will it will not work. It will not become active unless someone or something, some event to occur in order to trigger them. For example, some viruses programs monitor the clock in the host computer, means like how the ticks of the computer and trigger on a certain day, like Friday the 13th. This is one kind of virus that actually gets active on the Friday 13th. Okay, that is the thing. Because someone is not working on the computer on the Friday the 30th, on the 13th, means like the Friday on the on any month, any week Friday on the 13th, if the date is 13th, if it's not working, so the virus may not get infected. Okay, so it is only getting active when the date is 13th of any month, and if that is a Friday, that is the nature of that particular virus. In this way, different viruses are working in different manner. Fine. So now let us see that signs of virus attack, means like how you can understand. Okay, so definitely whenever there will be some virus attack will happen, in that case there will be some abnormal behavior, some unusual behavior might occur. Okay, it will reduce the speed of a computer by decreasing the memory. Okay, cause storage movements or patterns. Okay, strange movements, rather strange movements or patterns on the screen, display unusual messages like freezing the display. Okay, okay, you have been attacked, all these things will be appearing. Okay, your system have been hacked. Okay, like that. Frequent hanging of the system shows abnormal write protect error. Write protect means neither you can copy anything nor you can remove anything nor you can read anything. That is called write protect error. Okay, sometimes automatically the hard disk may be reformatted. Okay, it can delete or damage the files. It can display a change in data against the file name in the directory, increase the use of disk space and growth in the file size. Okay, so actually the viruses are what? Viruses are the archive of files. Okay, and it can attach many files with itself. Okay, so what will happen? The size of the files, there will be a growth. Okay, the size of the files may increase. Okay, and some viruses are of that kind. It just compresses the total volume of the storage system. Okay, so that way also. So these are the unusual behavior that might that often have been watched whenever there is a virus attack. So in order to protect computer against virus, okay, so what could you do? You can install the security programs, you can install the firewalls or a good antivirus software. Okay, you can secure your internet access. Okay, by this applying this particular techniques, you can reduce the internet access usage. Okay, after time, long time, don't keep your machine online. Okay, so you can take all the time the backups and all clear. You can disable the cookies if possible. You can scan all the time all portable devices. You can avoid the spamming attack in your machine. Okay, spamming means the same mail coming unnecessarily. Okay, or some unnecessary mail comes in your inbox and jamming your inbox. That is called spamming. Okay, and you one thing you need to do, you must do the security updates on a regular basis. So in that case, you will be able to protect your computer 90%. I will not say 10%. Okay, 90% against virus. All right. So the regarding the maintenance and the care and maintenance of the computer today, I had discussed this much. Next session we will see how to clean up your machine by using any antivirus software. All right. Then thank you.